Welcome back, people.
Welcome back, everybody.
This week we're not on the property again.
Yes, we did. We had a bit of a chat and we decided we've been a little bit
Hard at work.
yeah, I want to say burnout, but that's not really the right word. We've just been working hard lately and we thought we needed a little bit of a longer holiday, so we stayed another week with the family.
Yeah.
And
next week we're also going to be having a friend over.
yes,
So we may not have a video. Sorry about that.
yeah, next week we have a friend from South Africa. Yeah, and we want to spend a lot of time with her and
Yeah.
be present. So we may not have a video for you next week.
Yeah.
So
Unless she wants to take a video.
yeah,
Or, I don't know. Maybe we'll have a video.
yeah, we'll
Who
see.
knows? Cool.
Yeah, but while we're at the coast, because the whole of last week we didn't actually jump in the ocean. And
Yeah.
it's my mission every time we're at the coast to at least jump in the ocean once. So I'm determined.
So today we're going to do that.
Yeah, we're taking a walk down to the ocean and I'm going to jump in.
And we're going to answer a few questions.
Yeah, we thought along the way,
Yeah. Okay. Let's go do that.
let's do it. Alrighty,
Yes.
bestie,
Yes.
we're going to start with the easy question.
All right, I'm ready.
What part of Portugal, without giving your real location, do you live in, or a nearby town?
We live in central Portugal, and our nearby town, I guess we normally say it's Santa Combadão.
Yeah. So we're about 10 minutes from Santa Combadão.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for your question.
Yes, thank you, all of you, for your questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Ready?
Next ones, I'm ready.
Okay. What is your, Mr. Gibson? What is your work on the computer?
I guess I should have asked you that question.
Just a rough overview. Cool. I see you also asked about background and education. What am I good at? So I think the quick answer is I went to university for software development and found myself doing a lot more than the software development, but
Well,
yeah.
you've been working for how many years now? Many years.
I'm old. 8? Question mark.
Yeah, about 8 years. So
Yeah.
he's in the software development field.
Yeah. So it's a lot of making sure people do the right stuff, make the right code, do the right, build sustainable solutions.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the goal.
Yes.
Right. So generally good at, software development, things,
Anyone can be good at anything if they put their mind to it. So I would
Exactly.
say you're good at whatever you want to be good at.
True. Good at learning.
Yes, that's a good skill to have, learning. If anyone's interested, I also have a university degree in also software development. I did work in software development for a little while.
Yes.
Before I became Team Gibson project manager.
Yeah, Team Gibson head
researcher.
Head researcher, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So some other parts to the same person. Thank you for asking all these lovely questions.
Yeah.
What do you do for internet? Do you have some cheap recommendations? So we are not close to a lot of main infrastructure, so we have to use Starlink.
Yeah, the only real option for us was Starlink.
Yeah.
And because we only really had the one option, we don't really know any other cheap alternatives.
Yeah. A lot of the stuff in Portugal has coupled with TV.
Yeah, it's
So-
an interesting system. Like if you get fiber, you get TV channels and phone line and all bundled together.
Yeah.
But since we're not in a fiber area, like we said, Starlink was the only real choice.
yeah.
So you'd have to do your own research. Sorry, we can't answer that for you.
Yeah. Good luck. All right. Moving on. Does four-legged Gibson actually need a fence? She looks too lazy to run off.
This is a funny question.
I love this question.
The family also tells us whenever they see her little Jess on the video, she looks so calm and peaceful.
Yeah.
Which is true. She mostly looks calm and peaceful on the videos, but in reality, she's quite rambunctious.
Yeah. We'll see if we can, in a future video, get her
Being crazy
with the sheep.
Yes,
Because
yeah.
sheep come by and she goes mad.
Yeah, she has a very strong hunting instinct.
Yes.
So without a fence, first sign of an animal, a cat, another dog, a wild boar, whatever, she would be gone.
I don't think she'll be back.
Yeah.
So for her safety, it's probably better if we have a fence.
Yes.
Also the safety of animals around us.
Yes, because she's quite vicious when she...
Yeah, she plays.
She's a hunter.
With people, with animals.
And the other part of it is that her recall is not great. So if she gets locked onto something, she won't listen to us at all.
Yeah.
So the fence was necessary.
Yeah. Cool, great question. Moving on. Is it possible to fix the road to the house for deliveries? That's a good question. So I want to say anything is possible. How long it's going to take to get there, that is the actual question you're asking, which we're unsure. So we'll probably talk to the local junta and ask like how we can, maybe contribute to making the road, maybe.
Because it would help a lot in winter with the rain also, because it runs down the road and erodes everything really badly.
Yes.
So like in very far future, it would be very nice to get it cobbled and have more of a proper road.
Yes, that's true.
But definitely not in the immediate future.
Yeah.
For now, we get deliveries down the road and we use our car to bring things up and down. We're fine with that.
Yeah.
Righty, next question.
Yes.
I do hope mics are doing okay in the wind. It's quite windy.
We hope you can hear us.
Okay. When will the families, it's a multi-part question.
Yes.
First part, when will the families visit again, and do you have plans to put them to use?
That is an excellent question.
Oh, we're walking past the generator. Maybe we should just get past the generator first. Okay, that's better.
All right, cool.
We're back.
Please repeat the question.
When are the families coming, and are we going to put them to work?
Families are visiting soon, actually.
Your family.
Of November.
End of October.
End of October.
There's a butterfly.
And so end of October they're going to visit, and then we'll be putting them maybe to work if they want to. Nobody's.
We don't force
anyone here.
Okay, and then the next parts to that question.
Yes.
When might you expand your family further? Or will it be ideally when the build is finished, if you decide to at all?
Great question.
I assume they mean children.
Yeah. Thank you for being open on your question. Thank you for not enforcing your
and not assuming.
Beliefs and assuming. Well done. I think ideally we wouldn't really want to bring a baby into the barn that we currently live in. We would want it to be more suitable for a newborn. So I think those are quite far down the line, so we're not sure exactly what they will look like.
So no immediate plans for children, but when the house is more finished, we will revisit the idea.
Thanks for the question. Cool.
Next question.
Right, next question is a very excellent question. Do you have permission to permanently live in your house on your land? I'm thinking about those trees across the road and the fire risk. So that's a great question. You answer first.
So we don't talk a lot about the legalities on our channel because everyone's situation is different, and we don't want to spread any information that someone would then follow and then doesn't work for them and then they blame us. So
misinformation.
We don't want to spread misinformation. So
yes. So we are also worried about the fire risk, and it is quite close.
Yes.
The eventual goal would be to kind of like buy land around the house.
And since the house is right on the border of our land, we can't really control those trees across the road and on the land next to us. So.
Yes. But the idea is we do want to see if we can either buy the land close by and then get the legal stuff rolling. But for now, we may have to talk to a neighbor or something.
And ask them if we can trim those trees. We haven't ever seen the neighbor who owns that land, so we might have to ask around and
figure out who owns
the land.
it and figure that out. So Yeah, we're in process. It's a journey.
Yes.
It's not straightforward.
And things in Portugal are always very slow, so we just take it as it comes, and
Yeah.
we do our best.
Yeah, we're just trying our best.
Yeah. And thank you for your concern. We
Yeah,
appreciate it.
great. Excellent, thank you. Love you. Bye. No, don't go into it. Whoa, just wait.
We're not done yet. Oh yes, simple question. Why Portugal?
With a very complicated answer.
Yes.
I'm going to try my best to condense this answer into something you can understand, because it's quite long and convoluted.
Yeah.
Here we go. So, the way back when we were kids, we wanted to go to Japan, and we went to our first visit to Japan, and we fell in love with Japan. Mostly the people. People are very considerate and kind, and we like the way they work and
Yeah.
the just the general vibe. Right. So then that's kind of like the eventual goal is to kind of move to Japan. So we were like, okay, how do we do that? And we realized maybe that's not what we want. Maybe actually what we want is to be in Japan more frequently.
So have like more frequent holidays to Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not holidays, maybe more like longer periods of time.
Yeah.
Right.
So Miguel, why did we pivot? Why did we decide then to put a nix on the moving to Japan and
Yes.
rather decide to move to Portugal?
Yes, right. I'm a Portuguese citizen, so we could move here. We also have family here, and so the idea was we could come here, immerse ourselves, get Karen to speak more Portuguese, and me to
And get
also
my citizenship
speak,
rolling.
Yeah, get all these things rolling, so that we can do the eventual goal, which is be in Japan and be here. So our home base is going to be in Portugal.
And as a Portuguese citizen, you don't need a visa to go to Japan for up to 3 months at a time, I think. So
Yeah, so we're
the
gonna.
idea.
So having that in mind, and then we decided let's come to Portugal. Then another factor was work. So I could have just gotten work in Japan, and we just moved there, live there forever. But we decided that's not what we want, like we said. Yeah, I'm loyal to my company, and they've always,
Been there for us, yeah.
So they're a part of our journey, whether we like it or not. And it's a South African company, so it's helping the South African economy. So I'm not just like leaving and not helping anymore. So I'm like remote helping. And it's helping me with, being a hybrid South African Portuguese thing.
Yeah.
So what are the other factors? Right, I think there was work, there was family as well, because
Yeah, so we still have a lot of family in South Africa, of course, and the family here in Portugal. And if we had moved to Japan, it would be very far from everyone to come and visit us. So it's
Yeah.
at least a bit
closer.
of a shorter journey to come visit
Yes.
us here in Portugal.
And we've been blessed already with many visits,
Yeah.
many friend visits as well.
Yeah.
We actually didn't even consider friends.
Yeah, true.
Friends are part of the family, right?
Of course,
Friends are chosen family.
yes.
So yeah, we're very blessed, and we're going to be blessed tomorrow even. And yeah,
Yeah, and then another factor about the Japan thing was Jess.
yes.
Again, we could have just left her in South Africa, found her a new home, whatever, but she is also part of the family, whether we like it or not. She came into our lives and became our fur child. So bringing her with, for me at least, wasn't really optional. She had to come with us wherever we went.
Yeah.
And it actually was a bit easier to bring her into Portugal than it would have been to take her to Japan. So,
Yes. And she's also getting old as well.
Yeah, so in a previous question about her looking lazy, I forgot to mention even, but she's actually quite an old dog. She doesn't look it, but she's 10 years old this year.
Yeah, she's
So
10.
she's an old lady.
When they start to tell you at the vet, maybe we shouldn't operate, that's when you know you're getting old.
Yeah, like the risk of operation is high because she's old.
Yeah.
So yeah, she is old, which means she doesn't have a lot of time left. She's probably got, I don't know, 4 or 5 years left.
Yeah, probably.
So, yeah, we didn't want to have to pop her around Japan to Portugal to South Africa.
Yeah,
So
it
she's
would've been unfair to
done
her.
all the travelling she's going to do
Yeah.
in her life, I'm sure.
Yes. Yeah, agreed. Cool.
We went on a bit of a ramble. Yeah.
So
back to the point.
So then we decided Portugal, right? Because of all of these factors. Then we decided, okay, why central Portugal? And we saw a lot of YouTubers that were like doing quite cool stuff. And then we're like, oh yeah, that's, you know,
that would be cool to have a piece of land
and you make it your own
and live out in
there's
nature. Yeah.
There's this element of, you know, you do stuff on your own self, and you've got yours. You get satisfaction out of building your own things, making your own things, growing your own things.
Yep.
And yeah, I think that's kind of like the life we want.
Yeah, it also kind of sparked something that I think we always had in the back of our minds, but of being like more conscious of our impact on the world.
Yes.
So like,
which is now heightened because we are on our own. Then we worried about like, what about the detergent? What about
because our wastewater goes onto the land. We want to use
microplastics and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, all the buzzwords.
Yes, we want to be sustainable and all the good stuff.
The truth is we can't always win.
Yeah. But we can do the best that we can do.
We can attempt to try and do the best we can.
Yeah.
And that's what we do.
Yeah.
So this channel is kind of a way of telling people there is a way.
Yeah, and like we said, the eventual goal is still to do the Japan thing for 2 months a year.
Yes.
And we would like to do a similar thing that we're doing here, just there. We want to buy a piece of land that has an old house on it and fix it up.
Fix it up. And those skills are transferable.
Yeah.
Like we can learn stuff here, we can make mistakes, and when we go there we can try and make less of those mistakes. But it's like, if it's in Japan, it's a lot further. We have people here to help us with like the language barrier, because that's also a strong thing.
It's been a big help having Miguel's family here to help us. Tia Carly has been an angel. She's helped us with a lot of the admin stuff that we need to get done to live in a foreign country.
So the friction would have been much higher if we went direct to Japan.
Straight into Japan,
which is, for those people who do that, yes, you
props to you. It's not easy.
You are great. Well done.
Cool.
Thank you for that question.
I don't think you expected such a convoluted answer when you asked your simple question, but there you have it.
There you have it. Insights into Team Gibson.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, next question. Second to last question, I believe.
Yes.
Also sweet comments, like they love watching our videos and they always eager to see us. Thank you guys.
Everyone is very loving. Thank you.
Right, so the question is, with so much land, aren't you going to grow anything?
We are definitely going to be growing things. We're already growing things. All this is one of those things we're growing by mistake or
by a happy accident.
By a happy accident. I think the plan is to. We've got a lot of things we want to grow. I think let's say it's all the main stuff.
Any vegetable you can name, we want to grow it.
Yeah, we'll grow it.
Like for our own consumption.
Yes.
To sell things, or we're not sure.
Yeah, I think it'll be like our neighbors, where they just like come by and they drop off a bag of potatoes to neighbors. So I think the vibe we're going for is any excess is kind of free to have.
Yeah.
Because
But yes, we do want to grow our own produce as much as possible, and the fruit trees, we've already planted a couple of little fruit trees.
Yeah.
We want to plant more.
Yeah, more fruit trees. We're probably going to make a veggie patch. Yes. So that'll be pepinos, cucumber.
Miguel's going to name all of the Portuguese vegetables. Vocabulary, go.
Cebola, onion.
I can put the
cenoura.
English. Are you doing live translations?
I'm doing live translations.
Okay.
Cenoura, which is carrots. Oh, you do?
I'll do the English part.
Oh, there you go. Okay, we convert you. This is excellent. We're growing as we go. Right. Alface.
Lettuce.
Pimiento.
Peppers. Do you mean the hot kind or the sweet kind?
Dos.
Okay. And
Pimiento
the hot
dos.
Kind. And the hot kind.
You didn't say sweet. You didn't convert for them.
Sweet. Dos is sweet.
Yeah. All the good stuff.
Yes.
Feijão, all of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like we've mentioned in a previous video, we've been real focused on just trying to get the house comfortable and livable.
Because we want to be able to make good. Well, otherwise, if we start it and then it just dies, then it's like we've wasted all that energy doing it.
And we need to get like all the infrastructures like really nailed down, like the water mostly.
The water is also a big thing. So yeah, we want to. We're getting there.
We're getting there. Stay tuned.
Obrigado.
Okay, you guys had a bit of a smudge on you. Sorry if the last question was a bit fuzzy. We're back.
We're back now.
And we're on the final question of the day.
Yeah. And then we'll probably have shots of just jumping in the ocean or something.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So your question was, and I have lost it again. Right. Did you guys think about building that rock, building on that rock, I assume, by the upper door? So I think they mean the boulder, the big boulder the house is next to.
Yes.
Because it's so nice and flat and a solid foundation. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Karen's answering. Wait, Karen's answering. No, sorry. That's the question, Karen. What's the answer?
Yes. Definitely would be really nice. We want to make like a covered veranda out there to protect the existing building from rain that comes in off of the rock, and also we think it would be a really nice braai area. So we want to put like for those non-South Africans, a barbecue.
Barbecue. Or churrasqueira.
Sim. So we want to make like a nice outdoor kitchen / chilling area.
Yes. Because it has the best view.
Yeah.
Because it's like there and you can see all of the land all at the same time, and you guys have seen it a few times.
Yeah, and that reminds me also of sometimes people comment, why is the bedroom downstairs and the kitchen and living room upstairs?
I know.
It's for the view, so we want to add more windows, and we're going to be spending most of our time in upstairs, the kitchen or the living area, and we want to be enjoying the view.
And sleeping is for like a cave kind of thing, so it's like, I mean, might as well go downstairs, do it. I think maybe the main concern is because when you get older, it's tougher to go upstairs to put your groceries, for example.
Oh, yes.
So I'm guessing that the question actually comes from that origin. Like,
it could be.
It's more tougher to have those things up there.
Yeah, it could be. But I guess in answer to that is the car is parked where the car is parked, and the stairs from the car lead up to the top floor. So you would be walking into the kitchen to place your groceries.
Yes.
So
we'll do a bit of a rundown when it starts to become more of a thing, but trust us, it'll be okay.
Yes.
We believe.
It may be a bit unconventional, but that is kind of the theme of what we're doing.
Yeah.
And we went
Think different.
Yeah.
That is still Apple's slogan.
Oh boy, are you allowed to say that?
Probably not. We should make that a t-shirt. Are you allowed to say that? Anyway.
So did we answer the question? Yes, we want to use the space, for sure.
Baie dankie vir jou vragie.
Ja.
Ons is lief vir julle.
So that was all the questions.
Yes.
Thank you so much to everyone who asked us a question. It was kind of on a whim. We decided we wanted to ask you guys some questions. No, we wanted to get some questions from you guys.
Yes.
So we put up a community post, but I think a lot of people... It's a loud bicycle. I think a lot of people didn't really see it.
So people are now surprised. Surprise! It is.
Surprise! We asked you guys 4 questions, and if you missed it,
don't worry, we'll make another one.
Yeah, don't worry. You can always keep commenting your questions on our videos, and we do try and answer them in the comments as often as we can.
And accurately as we can.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
So
I think we're going to call that for this week.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on our journey. Thank you for listening to our journey details,
listening to us
origin story.
On. Yes.
Hope you have a great Sunday further.
Yes, and I'm going to go jump in the ocean. Miguel's not so much a water fan, so he's going to...
I may perhaps do something else, which might be part of some other videos later.
What?
What? Yeah, it's kind of how it goes. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so we will see you guys when we see you.
No, we'll see you when we see you.
We'll see you when we see you. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Have a good one.
Love you, bye.
Bye. got about 30 seconds. Is that enough?
Yep. So in the end, 20 seconds. Yep. Good.
Let's wait 10 seconds.
Now stand in my butt.
So